Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Jabari Ali Shaw. I was born with that name. My daddy changed his name, you know what I'm saying, when he was a teenager from David to Jabari Ali, you know what I mean? So, like, I was born in 79, so I was one of the first people, like, youngsters out with a name like Jabari, so I always felt like I was different, you know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying, teachers would mess up my name, calling me Jamal, or, you know what I'm saying, knowing it's a black name to start with J. But, you know what I'm saying, I always looked up to, like, you know what I'm saying, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's how I would have to explain my name to people. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it's Jabari, or Muhammad Ali, Jabari Ali. So I always, you know what I'm saying, had the knack for them type of, you know what I'm saying, characters in my life. So around the time, 6th grade, we read the autobiography of Malcolm X. And that's the same year the movie came out. So it was like, man, that one scene when he threw his hand up and all the brothers, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was Muslim then. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was Muslim then. But it was no Muslims in my family, you know what I'm saying? Even my family had cap on me, like, we ain't supposed to have pork. You know what I'm saying? Well, we've been eating pork all this years, you know what I'm saying? So I was a clown, family a clown, so I was saying I was, but I just didn't know, didn't really believe. And, being out in the streets, I witnessed my auntie and my cousin die. Being out in the street, drinking, doing all kind of crazy stuff. Some Mexicans creeped up on me on East 14th, man. Stabbed me in the butt right here. I had 57 stitches in my face, 10 stitches right here. And I had like a scriptural book in my back pocket that they had stabbed through. And people was like, man, it's only God to save you, only God to save you. And they was like, man, it's an angel on this side of you and this side of you, you know what I'm saying, that watches you and is telling you, you know what I'm saying, be safe. That's what tells you to cross the street so you didn't get stabbed. And then so, man, with my belief and conviction, I was just like digging more and more into the Bible and into, you know, the resources that I had. And it was funny, about 17, we headed to a studio session in Sacramento. We get into an argument with an atheist chick. She says she don't believe in God because the Bible don't talk about dinosaurs. So, you know what I mean?
Real talk. She was arguing with me, next to me and jumped in. We started having
It was trippy, like the best argument I ever had, but it made us constantly think about it, talk about it. So when we get to the studio and we talking about, you know, religion and everything, and the brothers pull out a Quran on me. And it was trippy, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I never turn my back on Jesus, you know what I'm saying? I love Jesus, I never turn my back on Jesus. Y'all don't even believe in Jesus. And I'm brainwashed and confused. So they opened up the book of Maryam for me, and that's the first book that I read when I was 17. And before I could touch it, they had me wash up, and it was like, man, you really have to, you know what I'm saying, be clean on the outside before you could touch the Quran. I never seen nothing like that with the Bible. I pick up the Bible drunk, and, you know what I'm saying, Psalms 23, you know what I mean? So, you know, in the evolution of it, you know, I'm still young, riding around, you know, doing this and that. I wanted to be, but I never really picked it up. I had a Quran, but I never really tripped with it. And it wasn't until years and years later, 2005, I went to the pen. Brother questioned me about my belief in religion, by the questions that I answered, how I answered. He like, you're Muslim, right? Because he was trying to convert me. And so he had me to do the Shahada. I said, Shahadu la ilaha illallah. But when it got to Muhammad Rasulullah, I was confused. I'm like, it seemed like we just exchanging one prophet for another prophet. So, you know, I had a lot of fighting to it from the time I was 17 until 26.
Bro, that's the same thing that happened to me, though. I was resisting, way like you to it. But.
And I didn't know where Masjid was, couldn't talk to nobody. It was like, and even Masjid Wardin, I thought that was an old church. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like nobody to really vibe with, you know what I'm saying? And when I finally found a masjid, the Arabs was so bad with me. It was really the black people, not the Arabs. It was like they were sending the black people. Like I'm praying, the brother tell me my prayer ain't gonna be accepted because I wasn't standing right. And I'm like, man, is you God? I'm crying in the masjid, everything. I want to fight the brother. So you know what I'm saying, went astray again, like forget Islam, we Africans, all of this came into the truth on Africans, you know what I'm saying, we gonna stick to our spirituality and whatnot. And then the next year, March 9th, 2015, I'm in the car with a friend and my daughter, and the FBI surround the car, you know what I'm saying, unmarked vehicles. The driver tries to get away, almost rammed the police, take him on a 7-block chase, you know, and we crashed into a paratransit bus. And when they pulled me out that day, had red beams on us, You know what I'm saying? The bags it busted, smoke everywhere. My baby screaming. When they pulled me out, I said him in that. I got the Muhammad Rasulullah part right that time. And it was crazy because the Ak Rahim was standing across the street videotaping me like, the baby all right? What's your baby number? Your baby mama number? And then Simi Saeed, it's a trip that it was Muslims that was there, you know what I'm saying, as soon as it happened to protect me and to try to help me, you know what I mean? And so like on the hospital bed, you know what I mean? I just had to get right with myself, you know? Long story short, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be Muslim. I always had it in my heart that that's the most revolutionary thing that you can do. If you know what I'm saying, if you don't believe in God and don't trust in God's word, then we can't get together as people. You know what I mean? My stepdaddy was a bishop. My granddaddy was an archbishop. My mama was a minister. So I was a junior deacon. You know what I'm saying? They was training me to be a preacher. You know what I'm saying? And then I started arguing with them like, well, what about this white Jesus in the pulpit? You know, let's get rid of all of the statues. So it's like, as I grew more into Islam, I started learning that these were things that, like the Prophet ﷺ went through. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, this was meant for me. And always had to be. I mean, I named my children Amir, Safir, and Anaya. You know what I mean? So they all got good Muslim names. They all know how to pray on their own. And I'm just hoping I can hold on to the rope of Allah, hold on to the deen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stop being just a Muslim, be a mu'min. You know what I'm saying?
Feel me though, man.
Yes, sir.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes, sir.
May Allah bless you, man. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallahu khair.
Barakallahu
Barakallahu fiqh.